I'd like to call to order a planning commission meeting for the Village of McDonald for April 6, 2021. Roll.
Mr. Clausen,
Here.
Mr. Titus, Mr. Fisher,
Present.
Mr. Wishak.
Here.
Mayor Puckett.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
Under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
justice for all.
Moving to item number 3, approval of minutes from our January 19th, 2021 meeting.
Move to approve is mailed.
Moved by Councilman Fisher. We have a second.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Clausen. Roll.
Mr. Fisher,
Aye.
Mr. Clausen,
Aye.
Mr. Wishak,
Aye.
Mayor Puckett.
Aye. Moving on to approval of tonight's agenda.
Move to approve as is.
Moved by Councilman Fisher to approve as is. A second.
Second it.
Seconded by Mr. Clausen. Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Fisher,
Aye.
Mr. Clausen,
Aye.
Mr. Wishak,
Aye.
Mayor Puckett.
Aye. Moving on to correspondence received. We do have a replat for tonight. We'll talk about here shortly. So, moving on to comments for person or groups present. Mr. Seitz. Moving on to reports to the commission. The mayor's report. Real quick, obviously we have a replat tonight. Other happenings, I guess the one thing that we did receive was we did change as of today. The mandates were changed during COVID. We're going to talk about them tonight at the committee meetings to see how we're going to proceed with some of the restrictions that have been taken off. And I hope to see in the near future more restrictions taken off. So hopefully that happens sooner than later and we can all have a normal summer. Other than that, I don't have anything to report. Our building and zoning inspector is not in attendance tonight. Moving on to our solicitor.
Saying it's good to see everybody. I've got no report.
Moving on to Board of Zoning Appeals member.
No report.
On here. And on to our council member, Mr. Fisher.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Due to my location, I'm going to keep it short. The village cleanup, curbside cleanup is going to be the 20th and 21st, so people can put their extra trash out. A couple weeks from now, after tax day, we're going to get a good idea where we're going to be at fiscally after everything with COVID, and we are looking at a couple capital projects. So other than that, if anybody has questions, I'm more than happy to entertain them, but that is all I have.
you're on mute, Mayor.
You guys catch my,
Okay. Brian, did you give a report?
yeah, did you guys hear my report?
Yes.
I timed out
Okay.
for a second, so I didn't hear it. Alrighty. Moving on to item number 8, proposals or requests. Do you have one? We'll deal with it under new business. Seeing no old business. Moving on to item number 10, the replat of property at 204 East Marshall Road. So, Doug, do you want to explain this a little bit better?
Yeah. Mr. Seitz and members of the commission, I have no legal objection or position against the replat in and of itself. There is one issue that needs to be ironed out. I'm going to try to show you what I'm talking about. So can everybody see what I just put up on the screen?
No.
No.
Nobody can see that? Let me see. Hold on. Try this here. Oops.
There you go. It's on.
Can you see that?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. It's hard to tell where can you see my cursor moving?
Yes.
All right. So these are the 6 lots that Mr. Seitz wants to replat. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are perpendicular to Marshall Road, and this one beneath those that's parallel to Marshall Road. Our zoning map, and this is the county zoning map, shows this southmost parcel, I think it's parcel 6 on Scott's replat, to be zoned as residential. These other ones are zoned as commercial. Again, as far as the replat, I have no issue with aggregating the 6 lots into one plat. But I do think the village needs to address whether this bottom parcel is zoned residential. If so, there's going to need to be an application to change it from residential to commercial if Scott wants to use all 6 parcels as one for his business, as I understand is the case. Amy and Thomas and I talked a little bit about this afternoon, and there seems to be some uncertainty what the zoning of this piece is. Again, our zoning map shows residential. The county zoning map, which this is, shows residential, but Mr. Seitz's tax duplicates may show this to be commercial. And Scott, if you have any thoughts or want to speak up, feel free. But we need to figure this out. And my thoughts are, if the commission is inclined to approve the replat, we can either table it until we figure it out, or the commission maybe could consider moving to approve the replat tonight, conditioned on the property being clarified to be zoned commercial, that 6th parcel, or alternatively, conditioned upon Mr. Seitz getting a zone change for that 6th parcel to make it commercial. But if anybody has any questions, or Scott, if you have any comments, let me know. We just need to figure it out and do this correctly. And again, if it's zoned commercial and our map is mistaken, that's one thing. If it's zoned residential, it should be dealt with.
If I may comment, you're exactly correct in everything that you've said. And I'm not in any hurry. We can always, go ahead and figure this back lot out first and make it to where it is commercial, and then we can replat the whole thing together. Of course, we're doing this to build a building out back, to eventually house vehicles and whatnot. Everything's moving along pretty good. It's just we got backed up a little bit. I would say we're not going to build until probably April of next year. So we still have time. And I would say, let's go ahead and do it the long way. If we can. That would be fine with me because I'm not in any rush. I just wanted to have the cart before the horse this time, or the horse before the cart this time instead of vice versa. Last time.
I don't see any issues to the replat in and of itself. We need to figure out the zoning issue, and if there's a zoning issue, you got to do the application to change it and go through the process and go from there. And again, I have no problem if the commission approves this tonight, subject to confirming that 6th parcel is zoned commercial, or alternatively it being changed from residential to commercial, so we don't have to come back here and do this again. Or if you want to do that, or we can do what Scott suggested, come back here. It's entirely up to the commission, but I have no problem getting this done tonight and approved with those conditions.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it either, but, it probably should go through zoning probably first, if it has to at all.
Okay.
So, and since he's got a little bit of time, we could probably table it. And once everything's done, we could reconvene and take care of it and be done with it.
And again, sorry, the lawyer always interjects the red tape, but that's what I'm here for.
I have one question. Hey, Scott, the map that was mailed out, do you own the first lot?
The one on the corner?
Yeah.
No, I do not. There is, there's a lot there on the corner that I don't believe the solicitor was speaking of.
Now, I could put it up real quick if that helps. Let me see if I can do this right this time.
Yeah, there's Brennan.
That was my only question.
Can you guys see that or not?
No.
Can't see nothing.
How
There you
about
go.
now?
That's good. Yeah, it's coming up.
So where my cursor is lot 1, I don't think Scott owns that. I was just talking about all 5 of them together. And you can see the bottom one where I was talking about where my cursor is lot 6. So he owns lot 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right?
Correct.
I gotcha.
Right. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but that lot 6 there, it shows residential. That's an unbuildable lot anyway, because the frontage is only 25 foot.
Where it exits, correct.
Right.
That's basically for the replat.
Right.
And that's just going to be used as a drive,
Right.
like a pull through.
I guess it depends on where you were gonna build the garage, Scott. I don't know.
Well, let's
I'm not
Like I
following
said-
on that.
yeah. Why don't
If it's
Why don't we
replatted, it no
table it?
longer has, if it's replatted, it no longer has a 25-foot frontage, right?
correct. So once they're all one lot, it by itself with the 25 foot at Pennsylvania is an unbuildable lot. Okay. Once he would replat all of those lots, it combines them, so you could put, you could use the lot instead of it being just a wasted lot behind a building.
That's the goal.
I think if I may, Mr. Mayor, Thomas and Amy and I will figure this out with the county, and we could do a little memo to the commission, and we can call or communicate with Mr. Seitz and figure out what needs to be done, if anything. And if it's an application to change lot 6, parcel 6 from residential to commercial, we can get that process going, and I think that'll be before this commission as well.
I guess I would say that I'm inclined to approve the replat request because it's entirely possible that the county might actually have the zoning correct. And if they do, we're just holding them up. I mean, it doesn't matter. If it's his wishes, we could do whatever he wants, but it's easy enough to approve the replat request because that's what he wants to do ultimately, with the contingency that the zoning is marked correctly.
And I have no preference legally. It's just however the commission wants to handle it.
We've got time.
Right, and it's, it's not holding him up right now, so we, meet again for another 15-minute, have another little 15-minute meeting, when everything's taken care of.
If the zone change is ultimately before this commission, we can just schedule both items at one time or back to back if the zone change has to be a separate public hearing or something.
Right.
We could figure it out, make it efficient.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we're going Zoom as well, so I guess we can do this from anywhere, so it really doesn't matter.
Hopefully we're back to regular meetings by then. So we'll table that.
We probably need to do a motion.
Okay. A motion to table the
Move that
replat.
I would move that we table the replat request.
Moved by Councilman Fisher to table the replat at 204 East Marshall Road. And a second.
I'll second that.
Second by Mr. Clausen. Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Fisher,
Aye.
Mr. Clausen,
Aye.
Mr. Wishak,
Aye.
and Mayor Puckett.
Aye. All right, moving on to comments from board members. Do we have anything today? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Go ahead, Woody.
Yeah, I second.
Moved by Councilman Fisher, seconded by Mr. Wishak to adjourn at 5:38. Roll.
Mr. Fisher,
Aye.
Mr. Wishak,
Aye.
Mr. Clausen,
Aye.
Mayor Puckett.
Aye.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you here again.
Good seeing you,
soon.
Scott.
See you guys.
Amy, hang on.
Bye.
Yep.
Amy,
Thank
hang
you.
on 1 second, Amy.
Okay.
Thank
Here,
you.
let me get hold on one sec here.
Yep.